Now, if that's still not enough, maybe you should consider moving in with us.
At last, The Cosby Show, 5 times a week.
Catch the laughs on Cosby, weeknights this fall, right here on Crim 2.
Oh shoot! Y'all ready for more Cosby Show? Now I know what you might be saying. It's been 2 months. Did I forget about the show? Guys. Yeah, I did. Sorry, y'all. My goofy self kept adding extra projects to my plate, especially with this new marathon I started. So yeah, I'm doing such a great job at keeping everything under control. I'm more inconsistent than TJ the Saint's upload schedule. Subscribe to this man. Okay, so back to the show. I'm surprised the first video I did got some decent reception. And there was also no you-know-what comments. So I consider that an unqualified success. So let's do it again. This time, we're talking about Season 2 and Season 3. These seasons are what made The Cosby Show so popular. While they're not my favorite seasons, I still enjoy them. Especially since they got rid of the picture intro and the cast started dancing. And this will continue for the later seasons. Alright, I'm done dragging out the intro, so let's get back into it. Did y'all notice I put the wrong clip in the first video? Of course you did. You didn't pay attention like you're doing right now. Nah, I'm just playing y'all. Okay, so we start Season 2 with the kids heading back to school, and Cliff and Claire get the house to themselves. That's it. This is a funny episode, but it's nothing that hasn't been done before. Episode 2 is where Cliff buys a juicer and tells Rudy not to touch it. And she touches it, with the help of her friend, a new character, Peter. Once something goes wrong, this dude Peter just runs out. But yeah, she makes a mess and Rudy is told to clean up. And remember when I said Claire will use her lawyer skills? She uses it on Cliff, and it's crazy. Episode 4 is where Sandra and Elvin break up, and Cliff and Claire suggest that she dates someone else. And Joseph C. Phillips makes his first appearance before Season 6. I'm most likely going to say the same thing in the future. But anyway, Cliff grows a liking to Daryl. I think that's how you say it, right? And Sandra isn't too thrilled with him. So Cliff tries to force it and it doesn't work. Episode 6 is a Halloween episode and it's okay. It's basically Vanessa dealing with the boy problem, which she eventually gets over and Cliff and Claire dance a bit. Episode 7 is where Rudy joins the football team. She wins her first game and it's funny to see how everyone pretends like they know everything about football. And then when Rudy loses the game, everyone looks so disappointed and it kills me every time I see it. I don't know what funny clip to put there, so imagine that's funny. Episode 11 is basically where Cliff and Claire ask the kids what they come to them if they ever have problems. It's a nice little episode with some great moments. Episode 15. I'm not sure why I wrote this episode down. It's not a bad episode, it's just Theo and Cockroach listening to a play, and Cliff getting into the snowball fight, which is funny to watch. Episode 16 is where Peter has a toothache, and he goes to the dentist. That's it. This episode is funny to watch, even though there's not much going on. Episode 16 is where the family meets Stevie Wonder.
Hello?
Yes, Tariq, it's Stevie Wonder. I see it.
This is one of those episodes where the family meets a random celebrity. Sometimes these episodes are kinda good, like in Martin where they guest star Biggie Smalls. This was a nice episode to watch. Episode 21 is where Theo's teacher goes into labor, and the test the students were supposed to take was postponed. And you know, kids do whatever they want when the teachers aren't around. So they do nothing. The cockroach ain't having that and he steps up, impressing the teacher in the process. Episode 22 is very creative. So Theo thinks he will be able to move out and be ready for the real world. So everybody in the Huxtable house plays a part in a little experiment to show Theo how the real world actually works. And it's funny to see, ending in such a nice way where Theo finally learns his lesson and Cliff and Claire have dinner with him. It was a nice ending. The final episode of Season 2. Episode 25. It's pretty much an episode where Denise is trying to fight at college. There isn't much here, but for what it is, it's an alright episode. There's, of course, funny moments, but the episode itself is just, Overall, I really enjoyed Season 2. It had a great amount of episodes. Some of my favorite episodes are in this season, and it was a blast to watch. It's always nice to see more people into Huxtable House. And while it is my favorite season, we haven't got there yet. I think Season 2 is very fun to watch. Did I seriously just say it was a blast? I don't even say that in real life.
Use your heart and not your right.
Season 3 has one of my favorite variations of the theme song, but in my opinion, Season 3, while it's still funny, it's probably my least favorite. There just wasn't that many episodes I can talk about in this one. Now I know most of y'all might probably say Season 3 is your favorite because apparently every YouTuber is supposed to have the same opinion, but it's just not the season I remember much from. Yes, I know you're mad. Leave all your hate mail in the window.
Oh yeah, you finna go to jail.
Alright, let's get started. Episode 1 is where Rudy finds a snake in the basement and Cliff and Theo attempt to catch it, and that goes as well as you expect. And Theo wants to have a party with a bunch of girls. Episode 3 is one of my favorite episodes, mainly due to the ending. It's really nice. Cliff's parents celebrate their 50th anniversary, so the Huxtables find a clever way to celebrate. Episode 9 is where Claire has a stressful day at work, so the kids and Cliff decide to help out around the house. I don't know, where was I? Oh yeah, Denise gets a D in college. Episode 12 is probably the only episode I can somewhat confidently say that I'm not a big fan of. Its biggest problem is the fact that everything before the ending is just eh. Episode 14, Rudy is spending a night at the grandparents' house, Denise, Vanessa, and her friends go out, and Cliff creates a man's night. Nothing much here. I think the episode is funny though. Episode 17 is where Cliff has to go to the hospital to make some deliveries, so it leaves Theo in charge. Vanessa invites some friends over and they smoke cigarettes. Do they know that smoking cigarettes is bad for them? Why did I do that? But yeah, this episode is good, and it ends exactly how you expect. Episode 20. It's Cliff's birthday and the family finds a special way to celebrate. So he finds out all the things that are older than him, gets a keychain that works for everyone except for him, and has a party. I think all episodes regarding a Huxtable's birthday is fun to watch, and this one doesn't disappoint. Episode 21 is the funniest episode this season. So Sandra and Elvin want to announce their engagement to their family, but decide to play a prank on Cliff. So Claire pretends to be against the marriage. So Cliff tries to calm her down, but Cliff eavesdrops one good time and finds out about the prank. And Cliff turns it on everyone's head.
Because of her, I can see clearly who you are, and you are not. Shut up! Wait a minute, please. You have a problem? No, you're leaving. You want to know why? Because I got ya! I got you! All of you!
The ending is just crazy good. A really nice episode. Episode 22 is also a funny one, where Cliff and Claire are sick, and they're forced to stay in bed, so the kids decide to clean. Or more so, Vanessa and Rudy clean, and Theo takes all the credit. And he plans to go out with somebody. This episode was good. The final episode is season 3. Episode 25 is where the president of Hillman is retiring, and we see Denise's new friends at college. Another episode I just found to be okay. The only part I really liked was the ending where Claire sings with the choir. It's nice to listen to. Besides that, we got another mid-season finale. Overall, season 3 might be my least favorite, but I can still say that I like the season. There's a few good episodes here and there, but it's not as strong as the seasons before and after. But I still have fun at the end of the day, so I still say I enjoy season 3. Okay, so both of these seasons were great continuation to the series, and I like being around the Huxtable family. And it's nice to see the new characters, and older characters get more screen time. Like Elvin will become a major part of the show after season 3, but one step at a time. Overall, it's good to be back at the show. I enjoy watching these episodes for this video, and all the things the Huxtables got into, and I can't wait to get into more action with the Cosby Show. That can be taken out of context in so many ways, so we're just gonna stop with these closing remarks. Alright, time for me to stop recording and play some basketball. Or something. And I can already see what you're gonna say. Tim, can you even play? Bro.
I will dunk on your father.
Alright, time to upload this video and get like 10 views because apparently my coworker thinks my channel is dense even though this nigga didn't graduate. But hey, what do I know? I'm just some dude with a diploma. Yep, 6 years of editing. Down the drain.